Hi everybody, welcome back to another note-taking. Sorry if you hear a little jingle jangles or some chewing or anything in the background. Those are my dogs, so they're gonna co-host with me a little bit. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Today's notes are on translating, specifically, sorry, that's my dog. Translating words to math, okay? So, in order to do this, you need to know what certain words mean in math, okay? I have this whole front page, and it's a really nice graphic organizer. Now, what I would like you to do is, at the bottom of this page, I'll scroll down so you can see. Bottom of this page, there's a little word bank, okay? I would like you to go ahead and try to go through these words. I think I used them all. I hope I used them all. If not, sorry. Go through these word banks and try to figure out what they mean. Okay, so where would you classify these in terms of, does it mean equals? Does it mean parenthesis words? Does it mean multiplication, division, subtraction, addition, all that fun stuff? So give that a try. When you pause the video, so pause the video in order to do it, and I'm going to do that too. And then see what you can fill out, and we'll go over all where those words belong, okay? Okay, so hopefully you paused it, you filled this in. Let's go over it. Sorry, that was my dog Porter who just sneezed. Let's go over what these mean, okay? Okay. So addition words, some of the words that you might have come up with would be combined. Like you combine two numbers means you're adding them. Add is one we all know. Increased by, so 3 plus 4 means you went from 3 to 7. I think it was increased by 4. More is another one. Plus is another one. And 3 and 4 together make, and hence the next word was together, make 7, and so forth. So those are some words that mean addition. You might encounter other ones, like from just the English language, that means we have to put it together. So you might see other words that have these meanings as well. These are the most common that you're going to see, though. Now, subtraction, there's two kinds of subtraction words. They both mean subtraction, but how you write them mathematically is different depending on the word. So normal subtraction, like you see the word, you automatically know subtraction, you write it as is, would be subtract 5, subtract 3, means 5 minus 3. Difference, so you'll see the difference of 6 and 8 means 6 minus 8. So difference is the word that we describe the answer we get for it. Oh wait, did I do that? Addition would be sum. Sum's missing in there. Oh my goodness. Sum. Put sum under addition. That's the word for the answer you get once you add. Okay? Difference is the word for the answer you get when you subtract. Okay? Another one would be less. 5 less 3. You'll usually see a comma, less 3. It means to subtract 3 from the 5. Fewer. 5 fewer 3. It's another weird one. You don't see less and fewer very often. Minus you see a lot. Decreased by is another one. Now, another kind of subtraction words are turnaround words. So when you see these words, it means whatever's in front of the words, it belongs at the back of the math sentence. So, for example, less than. 3 less than 5. When we write that out mathematically, it looks like 5 minus 3. So the 3 and the 5 got switched. They got turned around. Another one is fewer than. 3 fewer than 5. It goes 5 minus 3. Okay? And then from. 3 from 5. Turn the numbers around. So switch the order of them. And then you can write it with a minus sign. Right? Multiplication. Per. So like you're doing 3 per student. So you got to multiply 3 times the number of students. Multiple. Twice is another one. When you see the word twice, it automatically means multiply it by 2. Times is another one. Product is the word to describe an answer when you multiply. Okay. Division would be shared, like I had 24 pieces of candy. It's going to get shared with everyone. There's 6 of you. How many pieces do y'all get? All that fun stuff. Divided by ratio. It's another one. Then quotient is the word that describes the answer you get once you do the division. Excuse me, got the hiccups now. It's just a lot of noises going on. Equals are basically all the tenses of is. So are, were, is. That's what equal signs mean. We'll talk more about equations when we get into equations next unit. And then parenthesis words would be words that are talking about doing something to an answer of an operation. So difference, sum, product, and quotient. If something's happening to those words, those are parenthesis words. Twice the sum of, plus the difference of, times the difference, the quotient cubed, those are all talking about, you need to know an answer first, which means you have to do a group first. Another one that's not on here is quantity. Quantity is talking about the value of the group. Okay, so you'll see quantity a few times as well. All right, well, let's go into some examples, and then you can do your only two, try on your own. All right, so example 1, write the following sentence mathematically. Twice a number times the square root of the sum of 15 and that number cubed. Okay, well, twice means to multiply by 2. A number can be, when they don't tell you what that number is, you're going to replace it with a variable. So we just pick a letter. I picked Y. You can have something different. Times is multiplication. Again, that was my dog. Sorry. Square root means we're going to take the square root of the answer we get, the sum, by adding 15 and that number cubed. So sum tells me it's a group that I need, and it's addition that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do addition with the 15 and that number cubed. So that number references the one in the front, so I need to keep the same variable. Okay, so let's put it together a little bit more. Twice a number means I'm multiplying 2 times y, so 2y, times the square root of the sum of all of this. So I'm going to put that in parentheses, 15 times y cubed. So now I'm just going to put it together even further. So it's 2 times the square root of this. So this stuff should be under the square root, and 2y can be in the front. So that would be mathematically what it looks like. A lot of these kind of questions are going to be more often multiple choice questions, so you can kind of like read through them and see if any of them make sense. So that's beneficial. And this is example 2, but I have no idea why I put 4. Oh well. Translate this sentence mathematically. So it's a quotient, which means I'm dividing. And when you talk about product, quotient, sum, difference, you need to look for the parts. Like quotient should only have 2 parts. Product could have multiples. Difference could have multiples. But quotient, because we're talking about division, should have like a numerator and divider. Or not divider. Numerator and denominator. So when you're talking about quotient, we need to look for the top numerator, which usually should be the first part. So of the quantity of all this stuff, and 9. So 9 is my denominator, and all of this stuff is my numerator. So now we can look into this numerator part and see what it actually means. Quantity is a grouping symbol of the product. So product means it's the answer when I multiply. So with multiplication, I should have at least 2 things. The product of 3 and y. So all of that, I'm multiplying the 3 and the y. And then the other part of the quantity would be minus 4. Okay? So on the top, the quantity, it's a group, so of 3 times y minus the 4. So that's my numerator. Okay? So for the quotient of it, I can put this in parentheses, or because I'm going to write it as a fraction with a fraction bar, I don't need grouping symbols. The fraction bar will be my grouping symbols. So I'm going to write the quantity of the product of 3y minus 4, which is this part, divided by the 9, because quotient means division. So that's what it would look like. Quantity which is this top right there, and 9 right here. Quotient part is the fraction bar. So the quotient, the answer I get when I divide this top by this bottom. Okay? We will do so much practice with this. So I don't want you, like, this is really your first real introduction to it. You guys have seen some of these words before. You know what they mean, but you haven't applied it yet. We will do so much practice with this. It's kind of, the more exposure you get, the better you get at it. So if you don't get it right now, we're going to do practice in class. Don't worry. And then we will continue to practice this throughout the year. Okay? So now you're going to try on your own. You need to translate these words into math. So I want you to try, see what you can do. We'll go over the answers for them in class. If you have any questions, write them down, and we will talk about it next class. Okay? Oh, excuse me. I will see you guys later. The dogs say bye. Thank you for tolerating this weird video. Okay? Bye, guys.